What's crackin', Rap Dominant family? It's your Bizoy. I'm back at you with another video, and this video is gonna be on how to rap fast. So let's go. Okay, this video is gonna be on how to rap fast, and the final two tips is something that you're going to want to stick around for, because those are very important, and these are things that I have not heard any YouTuber touch on when it comes to how to rap fast. Nobody touched on this, but those are two very crucial things that you're going to want to stick around for. Okay, now the first tip I have for you is to control your breathing. Learn how to control your breathing. When you're rapping fast, you have a limited amount of time to breathe because you're rapping so fast. So you have to choose strategically the best times to breathe. And also you want to say your words in a way that will not allow you to lose too much breath. Okay? Specifically using words with the letter H, because you will definitely lose a lot more breath using those words and over pronunciating those words. So what you want to do is you want to be very mindful of how you pronounce those words. Okay, if it's possible, try not to pronounce them at all if you can get away with it and it still sounds good and it still makes sense. Okay, so that's it, very important. Learning how to control your breathing the right way and knowing when to breathe. Okay, that's very, very important. And also, I did speak about in my last video the tips and tricks that you can also learn on how to breathe from your stomach, your lower body, instead of breathing from your upper. Okay, because when you breathe from the upper, like the upper body, you lose breath a lot quicker. So you want to practice different exercises in order to breathe from your lower body. That's how singers breathe and whatnot. Okay, so you definitely want to learn that. That's a good thing to look into. That's going to definitely help you in the long run. So that was tip number one. Tip number two is going to be to practice, to continue to practice. Tip number two is to continue to practice. Okay, you want to make sure that you're constantly practicing your fast rapping ability. Because if you're not constantly practicing, then you know what they say, practice makes perfect. You'll never be perfect at it, because this is something that not a lot of people are able to do. All right, it's to be able to rap fast at a fast pace and to still be flowing. Okay, still be flowing and also still make those words rhyme and being able to pronunciate your words. That's a skill. Okay, that's a specific skill that not a lot of MCs have. All right, and it doesn't make them a bad MC because they don't have it either. All right, that's just a certain aspect. You know, that's a certain style. Really, that's a style of rapping. You know, not every rapper or MC is gonna be into that type of style of rapping, and that's okay. Okay, there's many great MCs that are not into that style of rapping, but that definitely is a skill to be able to rap fast. So you want to stay and practice that. You want to stay, consistently, rehearse that in the mirror or record yourself rapping fast. That's something that you will get better at in time. Okay? And tip number three will be to stay hydrated. You want to make sure that you are hydrated. This is very important. Okay? This is very important, Rap Dominance. This is very important. You have to understand this, that staying hydrated, if you're not hydrated, if you don't have enough liquid in your system and you go in the studio and you're trying to rap fast, you will fail at that, because when your mouth is dry, you cannot move your mouth at the same speed that when your mouth is lubricated, okay, so to speak, or when your mouth is hydrated. All right, when your mouth is dry, it's very hard to move your mouth fast. So you want to make sure that you are hydrated. You either have a liter of water with you, or you have at least some sort of water with you when you go into the studio. Okay. So that's it on that. That's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Make sure that you are continuously hydrated when you're going to rap fast. You want to be continuously hydrated. When you're rapping, period, you want to be hydrated, but you want to be double hydrated when you're rapping fast. Okay, don't be like me. Right now, I'm not really hydrated because I didn't drink enough water. But when it's time to rap, okay, especially when you're rapping fast, you want to be hydrated. So that is tip number 3. And tip number 4, okay, now we're getting to these exclusive tips, these exclusive things that are very important. And the reason I say it's exclusive because I haven't heard any YouTuber speak about this yet, okay? And that tip number 4 will be to memorize your rap to a T. You want to memorize the lyrics of your rap to a T. If you want to learn how to rap fast, you have to memorize your words to a T. You see, you don't want to have to go into the studio and try to read a rap, okay? And while you're reading it, you're trying to actually rap it fast. That's just going to be an extra burden to you. That's going to be triple as hard as just memorizing, understanding what you have to say, and just delivering it in the way you want to deliver it. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have that fully memorized. You have to memorize the full rap. You can't memorize part of it, then I'm going to read this part. It's pointless. It's going to mess you up in the long run, and what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up having to punch in about 50 times. All right, and that's not good for your pockets. That's not good for the producer, and it's not good for you because you don't keep that momentum going, and it doesn't sound as good as when you get it all in one shot. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't sound as good as when you get it all in one shot or fewer takes, I'll say. Okay. It sounds better when you get it in the least amount of takes possible. So that's tip number 4. Memorize those raps. Memorize your lyrics. Okay, know exactly what you're gonna rap before you get to the booth. Okay, so that's tip number 4. Very, very important. And tip number 5 is another exclusive and important tip. Tip number 5 is another exclusive and important tip, and that will be to use words that mesh well together. Okay, I'm going to say that one again. Use words that mesh well together. Okay, because when you say certain sentences, you don't want to be saying any type of, especially as a beginner, you don't want to be saying any type of sentences that are tongue twisters, okay, that don't really mesh well together. All right, when it comes to fast rap, you want to make sure that those things mesh perfectly together. They're knitted perfectly together. That's how you want your rap to be. Okay, you want it to mesh perfectly together so that you can deliver that a lot easier. Okay, so that's tip number 5, and that's very important. I can't stress that enough, man. You have to make sure that the words mesh together. The sentences are compatible, man. Okay, so that when you say it, even when you say it slow, it just flows perfectly together. That's how it has to be when you're writing a fast rap. That's how it has to be. All right, because you don't want to have to. It's just not gonna sound right if the words don't mesh properly together. I'll just put it that way. It's just not gonna sound right if the words don't mesh perfectly together. So those are those 5 tips that I have for you when it comes to rapping fast. Okay, that's how to rap fast, and really, you can say for beginners, but anyone can use this. Okay, this is for beginners and pros because anyone can use this to improve their fast rapping skills. Anybody can use this. Okay, I'm not a typical fast rapper. I don't usually rap fast, but there is certain times when I have rapped fast, and these are things that I had to learn for myself in order to accomplish that. Okay, because that's not really my typical style. That's just something that I did a few times. Okay, It's not my typical style. Like I said, that's based upon your style. If you have that style of that you want a style of continuously rapping fast, then hey, you definitely need to take heed to these 5 tips, because these 5 tips will help you out a lot. Okay, Rap Dominance family. So, that's what I got for you. I know I was maybe stumbling in my words a bit, but that's okay. Okay, you'll forgive me. All right, so those are those 5 tips I got for you on how to rap fast. This is for beginners and for pros. All right, so you guys take care. Until the next time, peace out.